Morning everybody, Skint Jimmy here again. How are you all today? I'm going to get up two buses here. The first bus I'm going to Las Palmas, and that takes us about an hour and 5 minutes. So to get that bus, and then we're getting off at the bus station, and then we're getting another bus to Teror. So stick with me and we'll go for a dander, and I'll show you a little bit of history of the town. It's a very beautiful town, so let's go. So this is my first bus to Las Palmas, and then I have to change over bus. I'm in the bus station in Puerto Rico as the sun's just coming up. Beautiful. What I have found out about the buses is with the global buses, and when you get the global bus, it takes you direct. So we're direct here, so it should be about an hour to get to Las Palmas, and then to take a wee dander and get the next bus here. That's us on our way. Not a bad old bus trip that you can see on the bus, is it? Like, another good wee tip, there's charging points on the bus, as you can see. Like, most people are using them. Like, big ships out there in the water anyway. So that's us. We'll be getting off the bus here in 5 minutes. It's taking us like an hour and 5 minutes, which isn't too bad. So we'll have the bus and we'll have a wee dander about here. All the boys, all the wee local men out getting their dinner for the night. This is my other bus I'm getting now, so let's see how much this bus costs us to Teror. So I just got on the bus there. Luckily enough, it says it wasn't leaving for 20 minutes, but we're on the bus now. This one here costs £4.60 for two of us. That's not bad so far. So that's us on our travels here now. $1.44 for diesel, so you can let me know in the comments if that's cheap. See the petrol's $1.56, so you can let me know what you think our prices over here at the petrol and diesel. Looks like it's a big commercial centre in Las Palmas. Yeah. Looks like a wee football ground. Apparently there's no wee ground down there. Maybe a wee local team. Wow. That's a Choir Folly there, isn't it? Wow. Wow, it looks like there's a dam there. Wow. I need to know the name of that dam, he's going to let me know. Wow, over a big bridge. Amazing. cows. More like bulls in the back of a van. That's us coming into town now. So we got off at the bus station here and we'll go for a wee dander and I'll tell you a wee bit about the history of the town and stuff. This is places that nobody would ever come to think about. So if you're ever in Gran Canaria, it'll give you somewhere to think about. You might have to try that place next time you're here. Speak to you in a wee minute. That's the bus station now. I see the size of it. That wasn't too bad. How long was it? Wow. Looks like we're in a big massive ravine here, so we're going to have a wee Jeff Duke here. Old car and a couple of old dogs, a couple of donkeys down there too, a couple of goats. So it wasn't always this building. This building was a school. It was formed by St. Cillian. So it was. So I'll tell you a little bit about him. He formed it in 1955, but now it's the town hall and the police station. So it is. So I'll tell you a little bit of history here when I go around and we'll see his wee statue. So this is St. John Bosco here. He was a saint. So he was born in 1815 in Italy, and he dedicated his life to helping the poor and disadvantaged children. So instead of becoming famous, he believed everybody should have had an education and a trade. Not bad. So not good. So in 1859 he formed this Catholic religious order that built the schools. So all over the world, including here. So this is his wee plaque dedicated to him. So plaques telling us that Skillian School was officially opened here on the 24th of July 1955. Thousands of children passed through the doors over time. That's pretty good. So they're saying his work transformed lives, countless of people's lives, over years and years and years. So, and they says that's why they ended up making him a saint. See everybody, if you do a bit of good in life, you just never know what could happen to you. It's like, good luck. I love finding things like this, like, because everybody walks straight past him, like, and just don't even look at him and think who he was. Do you know what I mean? That's why I love going on my wee danders. So I'll keep dandering out here, and there's a lot of history in this town. One of the wee locals told me there's a market on. Every town I seem to go into, there seems to be a market, but this market here is for the locals. There doesn't seem to be any tourists in this place at all. So we'll keep dandering up here, up this hill here, and we'll come across the market here, and we'll get a wee dander around the market. Lovely wee buildings, wooden structures and stuff and all on them. 24 degrees just. Not bad. Not bad. See it? Everybody always has a wee look at the different wooden structures, but if you look at the size of the different sizes of the houses, that tells you about the people and the different riches at the time. The bigger the house, the richer the people were. It's not all about the balconies, it's about the size of the house and stuff. So big wooden doors and all that. Amazing. Yeah. Beautiful. Basilica. Basilica. That seems to be walking down into the market here. house looks quite nice. So we've just actually walked down into the square of Teror here, and there's a lovely big building behind me. I'll turn you around here and I'll let you see and tell you what it is. So this building here is called Basilica, the Lady of the Pine. So it's the spiritual heart of the Gran Canaria. So that's pretty awesome, like pretty awesome. And right in around the square, and we market on the Sunday class. So what they are saying about this place here is in 1481 that the tradition of the Virgin Mary appeared on the branch tree here. There's a big pine tree here, but they're saying the tree was cut down years ago. So they are, and they've replaced it with another pine tree, and that's why it's called the Lady of the Pine. So I'll turn you around again and I'll give you a lot of features of the place here. So well, it's pine tree right outside it there. So what they're saying is that this is the island's most main pagan town in the whole of the Gran Canaria. On the 8th of September, tens of thousands of people turn up here for the pilgrim. There's a festival in the town. It's called Festa di Pinto. So, anyone ever come, you need to come down here on about the 8th of September and you get to experience it properly. How's it going? To the market. It looks like you can do the lottery there. Hola. Look at the roof. Here. I always think of fruit and veg looks lovely in here. All the cheeses. Wow. All local cakes and stuff. It's class when the birds can just walk around the town, an old cock and a hen, look, just plucking away by. What are you packing at? Big cock. I've just stumbled actually across another building here actually. So I have. This building is known as the Casa Perina. Today it houses the town hall. Just found another piece of Terra history. This building wasn't always the town hall. It was once known as the Casa Pereira. Pereira comes from the Spanish word of bread or grain. Wow. And the building's name traditionally used to store grain or connected to town hall food supplies. How's that wee thing again? But what are you doing now? Today it's the town hall, like, but its own name remains. Us to the buildings often have several lives, like, don't they? Really? Look at the old wood and all on there, like. what linked people years ago to feed them is now serving them as a local government. Like, I don't know if I'd be allowed to go inside, so I don't. But our skint Jimmy always says, like, old history isn't always in the museums and all. Like, sometimes it's hidden in plaques and stuff like that. Like, so I'll just keep on dandering here and we'll see what else we can find around the town. Like, so I just asked her to get inside there and it says I can go in. So we'll dander into the wee town hall and we'll see what's in here, sure. So that handshake's underneath that plaque because this here was twinned with a town in Tenerife. So it was, this is what this plaque's telling us. That must be the handshake underneath it. It was in 1991. So
Ya te digo. Mira, están representando una escena canaria. No, la gente se viene echando aquí.
no.
Y la gente no se ve. La gente está pasando, este pobre está pasando. ¿Y de dónde va? Yo me preguntaba, ¿y qué hay hoy? Bueno, no sé cuándo, pero estoy de mayor. Y aquí se echan. No se le agradece. Nunca podré pasar, pero si eso se lo voy a agradecer de la vida.
So this is another bit of Tara story. Like, so this plaque here gives him the Beautification Award from 1976 there, as you can see. It was recognised the towns that kept their heritage and kept their traditions till today, so that's pretty good. So this, we've got a wee book here, so we'll have, so this wee sculpture here, it honours ordinary people, the generations, men and women who worked the land and carried products to the market, built the town through hard work, so that's a nice wee monument for them, to celebrate them, that it still reminds the people, still reminds you who the people. So this is the ones that let me into the town hall. They've now closed it, so that's class the way they're dressed like. So our town hall's closed, so I'll just get in there in time, like. Amazing. This is actually one of my favourite statues that I've found in Tara. It's called The Woman of Yesterday, Today and Always. It honours the women who carried food to the market, looked after their families and helped build their town long before modern life. Like, happy days. The chair beside her remains. So they're also saying the wee sculpture here, it's marks, but everybody still meets here since, as you can see, people just sitting around eating food since 1840s. Pretty class, pretty class. Still in known around the wee buildings like. Market, wee market's still going. It's in the back of the church. So I've stopped at this wee stall here, €3 for. So I got this for lunch. It's the cheese and some wee paste. That and 2 drinks, €5. Let me know in the comments if you think that's good enough. So this wee doorway here represents a doorway between the present and the past. That's what this wee sculpture is built for. One of the wee locals told me there's no wee statue or plaque or anything to say what it is, but one of the wee locals was telling me that's what that is. So let me know in the comments what you think, sure. I was going to get myself a new shirt, like, but don't know. It actually looks like you're getting set up for the World Cup tonight. There's the porta cabins and stuff. TV's up behind me. Smell the food. Get a wee bit of sweet corn on the. So try a wee bit of that. So I'm gonna go for the garlic butter one here. Have a wee try at that. So how long I got a wee bit of this to see what it tastes like. So gorgeous. Really good. I'm standing outside the museum here and I'm going to head in. It's actually free to get in. There's loads of sculptures and stuff like that. So we'll go in and have a wee Jeff check and we'll see if we're allowed to turn the camera on. I think that's the pine tree. From here. Wow. So we'll hold it here for a wee second so you maybe pause your video and have a wee read of this about St Bastian. Sure. Wow, look at that. It's amazing. All football and all sports memorabilia. Really, they're saying about this cabinet here is it's people that's donated. So you can read that maybe. You can pause your video again, give that a wee read. Amazing. I've actually seen people leaving flowers from me today, so it's pretty good. Actually some detail in that, like and big silver casket, like. We were down there earlier on, mass is going on down there, so you can even see how thick the walls are, like. In a prayer box.
El carrito ahora, si él quiere sacar el carrito o lo van a llevar subido, porque el carrito se puede quedar aquí, pero cuando yo que suben al niño, claro, a un lado así, que la blanca es corona de las necesito
Give you the prices for some things.
esto es la que necesitamos. ¿Podría probarme cuál es la que viene con el número? A ver, ¿qué es lo que pasó?
So this is definitely the original piece of machinery that run the clock towers and run the time and stuff. Isn't that right? Yeah. You don't know? Yeah. So this here's all the gears and stuff that run it. So it is. So it's pretty amazing.
No, porque ya no se quiere. Faltaría más. Con lineales de dander, no sé.
It's hard to believe that wee piece of machinery here you've just seen this that kept this time, the time in this place. Somebody had to wind it up by hand because it was all gears and cogs, and so there had to be somebody every day to go in there every few days to go in and wind it up so the time was right. Like, imagine that. Some bishop had to go up there every day and wind the clock up so the bells would go on time and stuff. Pretty amazing. Pretty amazing. So I've come around in here again and I've found another. It's called the Scopia Palace. It's just across from the church. So this is where the bishops and all used to stay around the 1700s, and all the nuns and all used to make all the saying it's still preserved for the nuns making all the food and stuff. So take a wee down around here and let you see it. This is the back of the courtyard here, so you can't really see much, but I think that tree's pretty funky. There's a wee Tommy Wynette. So the cross is there, but I can't see it. The trees are in the way. That's the old cross there in between the two trees. They're saying it's been preserved. Instead of throwing away old crosses, they preserve them because it has a bit of spiritual right in it. So you can let me know in the comments what you think of the old cross in the courtyard. Like, I can't get in today because it's closed. So I've been in through the town there now, so I have, and I'm going to take a wee dander right round the back streets and see what the wee back streets and all are like here. Everywhere else has been amazing so far, so let's us all keep dandering, and I'll show you a wee bit more of the wee lovely houses and stuff. Toilets are in there. If you need the toilet, anybody, you come to the back of the market and that's the toilets. One thing I wasn't expecting to find this terrace was the beautiful water staircase. Amazing. Water flows down the centre while the steps climb up either side. At the very top stands a big cross. Take this up now and let you see. Amazing. Either side is just the old traditional houses. This is taking us up into the old part of the town, they're saying. So the saying the cross stands for it's peaceful, it's free, and it's one of them places most people walk past. Like, just walk past it and never give it a second thought. I hope I've showed you a couple of wee things today. If you've ever come to Canary Islands, it's not about the beaches, it's not about the pools, it's all about the history. Look at that, amazing. So I'm at the big cross, and it's right about the cross, like it is sort of way looking over the whole town, like, yeah, wow, amazing. So I'm going to take you on up there and we'll go way down there up into the streets and see what's up in there. So this is called the Stir Waterfall. Such an amazing place, man. So that's me at the top of the stairs. I'm saying this is one of the best views you'll get in the place. So you can let me know in the comments what you think of the views. Like, I think they're amazing, looking right up in the mountains and stuff. Very, very amazing. So saying this is the old part of the town where all the Spanish people live and not the pilgrims. So take a wee dander around and have a wee Jeff Duke here, sure. I know it's not a little bit of history, but for any that didn't know, this is actually their post Royal Mail, if you want to call it, their post service. So that's what they're called. Tell you one thing, it's all hills anyway, like. Be alright if I had one of them, an old horse or something to get up these hills. Looks a bit like Scrabberstone, doesn't it? Well, just keep getting higher and higher. Beautiful. The wee courtyard and all for the cars and stuff. Yeah, wasn't it? Up some height now, aren't we? So we actually just found out what this big wall is here. This is a convent for all the nuns and stuff. They actually still make their bread and their sweets and stuff and all in there. The wee woman from up the top of the hill, when I climbed up the top of that hill there, she was actually telling me that you can go in and you can buy marzipan and bread and all that sort of stuff. But they're telling me it's only open for an hour in the morning, so Peter down around the town, and I think we've missed our opening time, so we'll dander on round and we'll see anyway. I don't know if Brandon's a Spanish name or not. Like, just can let me know how it's spelled in Spanish.
I'll see it.
Well, doesn't look like we're getting into the convent there. Looks like she's closed. Alright, that's the front of her there. 1882. Can't really speak Spanish, but it looks like that's when it Juno, so say 25th of June 1882 this place was opened. So wow, amazing. And just coming in, the wee gate was open, so I'll bring you in with me here for a wee dander. Glad to see this the nuns might chase me here. Glad to see the detail in this door. Wow, look at the shafts and stuff. Wow, amazing. I wonder how old that door is, like. That handle. I wonder if any hands has been on this handle there and opened that key. What do you reckon? Let me know. Hundreds, thousands. Little bars and all on the door. That's 1388 to 1988. Could be 1888. Amazing. Imagine coming out of your monastery and looking at all this beauty up in the hills and all. Even before all these houses were here, say even 100 years ago, maybe even 60 years ago, before all these houses and all were here, just imagine the views they would have had right across this fertile land. Amazing. Look at the old keyhole. Wonder how old she is. There's no markings on that door anyway. It's closed. Like these stones here, that's all made out of volcanic rock. Maybe you knew that, or maybe you didn't know that, like, but all this here stone built around this here is all volcanic rock. So it is. So, like, how old's this here, like? You know what I mean? That's a big bell tower and all up there, the big cross, beautiful. I wonder what it's just like inside, like. Should have been here early this morning, skint, Jimmy, and you maybe could have got trying the bread. So you could have. Steps everywhere. So I need to get back down here, dead end. So I don't know whether it's a dead end for me or dead end for just for cars. So I'll down there in and see, because there's a wee bit of beauty in here. Like, just have a look. Look at that lovely wee house there. Like, happy days. I think I found stairs. There we go. Keep down there in time. Happy days. Just started coming down the hill here, and I've just found a coffee shop, and it's called McFloppy. You can take out of that what you want, like, but a McFloppy coffee would be alright, wouldn't it? Yeah. It's just telling you everywhere to go. So I need to go back to Las Palmas, so I need to head that way. Head there, right? We just come from, we've done the Pinto this morning, and we've done the cathedral, the monastery just there about 10 minutes ago, so keep down there and down the road. So I've come back around here to let you see the square without all the stalls in it. Class, like. Alright everybody, that's skint Jimmy done here for the day. If you like my video, like and subscribe, and give us a wee thumbs up, sure. And I'll see you all later, and keep down there, take a packed lunch. Good luck everybody.